Welcome to the Wise Mind Happy Hour. I'm Kelly.
And I'm John. Welcome.
We're already mid conversation.
Were you about to bring up Phoebe Bridgers?
No, I was actually okay. So John gave us a little hot take of his that Wilco to him is a pretty average band, which I appreciate the take. I don't agree.
Yeah.
But I do. I get it. I get the take.
And what I just don't get I understand the love from a Chicago perspective because they're a Chicago band to be proud of and people should be proud of them from the home city.
Yeah.
I just never really, I always felt like when I would listen to it, everybody else was enjoying it so much more than me. And there was like some disconnect. I just didn't.
Yeah.
And I've never gotten there.
Okay.
It's like, I don't get it.
Well,
why do people like this band so much? They're not a bad band by any means.
Right.
I just feel like it's pretty
wait, what's that song I love that
average.
you put on my mix?
I know the one that you're always
Handshake
like...
Drugs.
Yeah, but you knew that before me.
Yeah, and the other one.
Wait, what other Wilco song do you love?
You
Heavy Metal Drummer?
Heavy Metal Drummer.
Jesus, etc.
Jesus, etc.
Yeah.
You like more than those three, but yeah, I know you like all those three.
Yeah.
I'm the Man Who Loves You. Never mind. I'm the man who loves you.
But you
And then it
are the
has, like,
man
a
who
crazy
loves
guitar.
her.
What?
But you are the man who loves
I know, that's why this is sappy and I'm gonna have to cut it.
I like it. No, keep
It's
it in.
gotta go.
It's gotta go.
But I was gonna say a band that I feel that way about is the Foo Fighters. I think they're pretty average. I feel like Dave Grohl went from like the greatest band ever to like a very average band. Is that
Nirvana?
I mean, Nirvana's Nirvana.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's like going from Beatles to Wings.
I like Nirvana more. Beatles to Wings. Yeah. For some reason I was thinking Red Wings.
Well, sure.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
too.
I do like that first Foo Fighters album. Yeah, that's an interesting. I haven't really thought of that.
I just feel like when I hear their songs, I'm like, these are so dumb.
That's funny. Yeah, I just think it shows personal taste, right? And what?
Yeah.
But there's something about certain bands where their popularity far exceeds, I guess, my understanding of why they're so popular.
Yeah, definitely.
The other one I brought up was Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
But people swear by their live shows. I've never been to one, so I can't comment on that.
And they were in that like grungy era. A little more punk probably than Nirvana, but like closer to grungy.
Yeah, they were closer to the Seattle grungy scene, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like if they came out now, would anyone be impressed? Who knows?
Right. I don't know. But people do have strong takes for it. And when I say it, I'm never looking to get into a fight about it.
Right.
It's just I don't understand it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
I got in a fight about it. About Pearl Jam. I don't think I've told this story on the pod, but I think I've told you this story, Kelly.
What?
When I was I think it was my first
Are you a
or second.
Pearl Jam apologist? Is that...
I guess now a little bit after this experience, but I was at Lollapalooza probably 2008 or whatever year they were headlining. I wasn't a Pearl Jam fan. I think I kind of thought Eddie Vedder's voice is like funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would make fun of his voice a lot. So we were seeing him, and I think I was doing like an Eddie Vedder impression, like before they were starting. And I was there with all my friends who were like, you know, like freshmen in college. And I was like, tell me. Yeah. And then this guy turns around, this like bearded man, like crying. And he's like, fuck you, Pearl Jam's awesome.
Oh my God.
Wait, because you made him cry?
I think he was crying maybe out of like excitement for the show. I don't know what songs he was on, and then we were like all like trashing them kind of.
Yeah.
And then we all like loved the show.
And you don't like when someone trashes a show you're enjoying.
Well, the show hadn't even started.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's true.
So at one point, I think I tapped the guy and I was like, this is pretty fucking awesome. And he was like, yeah.
That's nice of you to circle back.
Maybe I'm like reinventing this memory in my head, but I like that. I like to think it went that way.
Yeah,
it probably went that way.
I think it's not a fake
I could
memory.
see you doing that when it's around music. I could see you like any excuse to.
Well, I
talk
was
to
super
someone.
into the show, and I wasn't trying to drag this guy. We were just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But then we made a grown man cry.
Well, I mean, certainly a live show can change your take on a band.
Yeah.
I will not deny that.
Alex
Definitely.
G, who we all like anyway.
So maybe
Yeah.
I just need to see these bands live.
I know. I mean, I will say I liked Wilco a lot more when I saw them live.
I feel like I saw them live once, but probably not. I feel like I would have. I feel like my friend Tommy, who I do want to get on the pod at some point, would have taken me to a Wilco show.
Because he likes them.
He does, and he just likes any type of live music and would buy tickets and be like, hey, I got 2 tickets for this. Like, you're coming.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
nice.
He was the one who took me to, I think I mentioned this before, Bon Iver at Shuba's.
Oh, yeah.
Before they were like
yeah.
a thing.
I am not a Bon Iver fan, so they fall into the Wilco category for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw Bon Iver live and I was like, I would like to leave.
I would like to leave now.
To me, it was like someone messing around with a synthesizer.
Mm-hmm.
No real songs.
Well, that's
Did
a
you
fair,
like that show?
fair take.
I wasn't as into that show. I might have been a little poisoned by how much you weren't liking it.
It was.
Yeah, I was not
She
like.
seeped into
I
your.
truly
I'm a
was
little
like,
too
how much
plugged into your
longer is this?
mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like it's also like Pitchfork. You're there all day, your feet hurt.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
they're
tough.
great at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like Big Thief was great.
Yeah, and they're like even a little sleepy, but I thought they had a nice warmth and humanity.
Yeah.
I heard someone trashing that show the other night when I was at that other show that you trashed when I brought the video home from my iPhone. That Maruja band. And you were like, wow, this would be like my 7 pits of hell.
Josh brought home a video of this band like jumping into the crowd and like kind of like angrily like staring at a bunch of different like almost like it was like a play a little bit like at the concert. And I was like, this is
Performance
so
art.
ridiculous.
I think you said this would be my personal hell.
Yeah, I was so happy.
He was about to play the saxophone. He basically like opened up a mosh pit in the middle of the crowd for him to like play saxophone. And Kelly, you're watching the video and you were like, there was no one there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad.
Anyway, I mean, interesting takes.
Interesting takes.
Yeah. But let's check in like normal. Tell us what's
Normal.
new with you. We haven't seen each other for a week. 2 weeks.
Longer than that.
Yeah.
Well, and we had a good hang.
Yeah, we did. I know
2
we
weekends
hinted
ago.
at it. Yeah.
We Josh and Kelly came over and we hung with the boys and Sarah.
So fun.
Bagels.
Oh, that was
The
great.
park,
The
which was
park.
a lot colder than we thought it was going to be, but it's still fun.
I know it was. It was like, I mean, winter just like hard launched
It came.
itself.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I guess it's winter.
And now my boys refer to Josh as Jish.
Oh, I
So,
love that.
There's that.
I haven't yet hit juice.
But no, it was a great time. It
I
was a lot of
love
fun. I hope
it.
you guys had fun.
I don't know if you heard Shane say the thing to Josh where he's like, do you guys ever on the podcast like switch things around? And we were like, what do you mean? And
I did
he's
hear
like-
him say that a little
He's
bit.
like maybe some of the people who don't talk as much like get to talk a little bit more.
I did hear him say that. That's
He's like,
right.
"What, Josh?"
Yeah. He was
There's
giving
a
you
category of one.
I think he's giving you notes.
He's
I
saying
think he
to
wants
talk
to hear more of Josh.
But he doesn't hear any of it because we don't really listen to it with him.
Oh, okay.
But that's funny that
So
he's
he
already
was sort
giving.
of like, let's workshop a few ideas.
Yeah, it's like I'm just spitballing here, but I've made a few Fortune 500 companies, and
So funny.
yeah, I like when they give the tours of their bedrooms. That's
Yes,
always-
that's the best.
that's always a funny
like all
thing.
their stuff and how excited they are about it.
so
It's
excited.
So fun.
And then he like brought out all of his cards. And
Yeah, I love that.
he was like, "Look at all these Pokemon." I think he was really impressed that you knew Pokemon.
See, my skills come in handy.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Well, I think it also blows their mind that there's things that are bigger than just 8 years old, like
Totally.
their age, where they're like, you know this, and you're an adult.
Right.
I was
That's
always shocked
crazy.
by how old certain things were when I was their age. Like, I think I
Right.
thought Scooby-Doo was like a pretty new show, and then I realized it
Right.
was from the 70s, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what the hell?
You're like,
Yeah.
holy
It looks so
cow.
good.
Right. Or like
Oh,
Simpsons.
cow.
Well,
Yeah.
Simpsons kind of did come out right when we were born.
The year we were born.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you might not know that now.
Right.
But it was a good hang.
It was.
We had a
great
lot of
hang.
fun. Yeah, what's been going on? We went to Chinatown last week.
Oh, nice.
Hadn't been there in a long time. Took
What's
the
that
boys down
restaurant?
there.
Did you go to that one that everyone loves?
So we went to the what is it? Lao Se
Oh yeah, Lao Zhong or something. Lao Ping. No.
Lao Se Su.
And I think that owner owns a few restaurants down there.
Yeah. What's the one you like, Josh?
Don't quiz me.
I just butcher the names, but it was a great time. We went to the library. The library down there is really nice in Chinatown.
Lao Szechuan.
Yeah, that's where we went.
Yes, okay. Totally.
Yes.
People love that one.
It was great food. Spent the day there, which was really nice, or at least the afternoon there.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what we did this past weekend, at least on Saturday. And then Sunday we were just kind of hanging out, but nothing new other than just kind of the usual. What about you guys?
So Josh was gone all week and the weekend.
Ming Hin.
I mean, this is so relevant to the article we're going to talk about today because I really missed him, like big time.
I missed you too, babe.
I really was like, when the hell's he getting back? I am lonely. Like it's
lonely
because I haven't that's the longest we've been apart since we met.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's a lie since we met because you went on a couple trips.
But that was basically when we met.
Yeah, you went on.
That was still our very courting phase,
right? You went on 2 trips right then, and then since then, it's not been more than a weekend away.
Yeah, that's true.
So it felt long.
Oh, what is that saying? Distance makes the heart
grow fonder.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I really missed you, and I was gonna post because I'm getting into the posting of it all. I posted some videos of me talking about different why is my topics and all these different things on my TikTok. I'm mostly doing TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all these TikTok features where these other creators will tell you if you use the features, TikTok likes it, so they push out your content more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay, I'll do these features. And one of the features was pick 4 pictures and they'll pick a song to put to it and then post it to your story. So I was doing that. And I picked 4 pictures of Josh, and the text was going to be my husband's out of town, but I miss him. And then I was wait, is this going to look so lame or alienate other people or whatever, kind of similar to this article that we're going to talk about today. But I really was just it was I went back to my single days because I lived alone for a long time. Right. So it's
were you lonely all the time?
No. I mean, I had lonely periods for sure.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Even I did.
But no, I mean, I think I did a good job of living on my own. You know, it really changed in the pandemic. Before the pandemic, living alone, honestly, was so nice. Mm-hmm. I think the pandemic, and then when I started to work for myself and mostly work from home, you're just always home.
You're always home. You're always alone.
You're always home. You're always alone. And yeah, that's what. And then this week, the internet was completely fucked. It would not work. I had a tech come out and I was on the phone with them probably 10 different times and it wouldn't work. So it was I was having trouble seeing my clients consistently, having to reschedule things or do some on the phone. Yeah. It was hell. And I was kind of I didn't have anyone to turn to be this sucks.
Yeah.
So that was kind of hard, but man, I was missing the hell out of you. And you were having the opposite experience where you were so busy.
I was oversaturated with I was staying up late at night to get any alone time and listening to the new Rosalia and then not getting sleep and then having a marathon 15-hour day of filming with my grandpa at Costco and then going to see friends. It was all really fun playing 2 hours of Settlers of Catan at night because we're cramming it in because we're all together. My sister was actually staying at my mom's house also in Michigan where we were both staying. So yeah, I was kind of, and then I was on the phone, Jonah, my mentor, Jonah Tulis, who I work with all the time, one of the directors, was calling me every day, or I was on the phone with you. He somehow was calling me a lot, or I was on the phone with all my friends and my grandpa coordinating. So I like to have my music time in the car kind of but I didn't even really have that. Yeah. But so it was a very socially exhausting, but very fulfilling trip. Yeah. So pretty different. And my internet was working.
Yeah. So I would be waiting for our one phone call of the day. And John
I enjoyed the phone calls.
Trying to get out of it essentially.
Well, Busy.
I mean, yeah, we were definitely having very different experiences, which happens. I mean, that's
totally.
life.
But it was funny because I was actually like, wow, I've been socializing nonstop, and I'm actually like really excited to talk to Kelly on the phone.
Oh, that's great.
So I was like, that's a nice feeling.
Because
I don't even like the
don't
phone.
like the phone.
I like you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get like phone anxiety.
Yeah.
But then if I have to be on the phone so much, it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
I just get like a little burnt out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so that was like a lot of it. I mean, and then I shopped a bit with my mom on the weekend. We went to Old Orchard, and man, I know I already said this on the pod, but like every like shirt is $200.
So expensive.
Literally
Everything's so expensive right now.
I mean, I was saying this like that. I was like looking through that magazine Fairity, you know, that company Fairity. They did this like Portugal issue, and I really liked a lot of the stuff. And I'm like, oh, there's this like button down and pants that are like both striped, but they're like different stripes. And I'm like, oh, I want to get both of these and kind of make this an outfit that I like cruise around in for the holidays. If I were to buy both pieces, it'd be $400.
Wow.
It's like $400, like for this?
Yeah.
It's not like I don't know. I'm just like, what? It just feels nuts.
But that's good for you then, because maybe it's curbing your spending.
Well, I think it did.
What you're trying to do. Right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I said to my mom, I was like, I'm not allowed to even look at another sweater because I have so many sweaters. Shout out to all my friends who make fun of me for only buying sweaters and wearing sweaters. And then, of course, I took 2 into a dressing room and tried them on. And then I was like, nope, we're not getting these. And I put them back. But it's like, I am like obsessed with sweaters and obsessed with buying things I don't need or already have. And my mom, well, I'm sure would admit this, like she similarly like likes clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like.
Well, good for you for trying it on and still not buying it.
Right. I know. I mean, but if it looked really good, I don't know what would have happened because it didn't.
You didn't have to cross that bridge.
I didn't even have to cross
baby
that
steps
bridge.
first.
Yeah. And I was having that experience where every store I went into, like the salespeople were like on us.
That's
and
the
I'm
worst.
like, maybe that's almost like a pre-recession sort of thing. Like maybe Nordstrom or whatever is like, get in there and get that shit.
Were they trying to be your friend? I don't like when they're trying to be too personal.
Yeah, it was definitely a little like, what are we shopping for today?
Yeah.
I literally pointed to a mannequin. And I was like, oh, it's kind of a cool outfit. The woman's like, I can actually grab each of those pieces for you. I was like, all right. Now, to me, the mannequin stuff is like an outer space.
I will tackle this mannequin right now and rip this clothing off.
Rip this shirt off this mannequin.
I'm always browsing. That's my response. Nope, just looking.
Or it's like, if I'm not browsing, like I can grab it.
Or I can use my voice box and ask for help from you.
I wish that they could all just clear out all the salespeople and I could just waltz into the dressing room myself, waltz out. I mean, that would be heavy. I honestly think I would probably buy more, which is not my goal, but it's like
they're a deterrent.
They're kind of a deterrent.
People buying things.
They only get you to buy things out of guilt, and then it's like you're probably more likely to return that thing.
Yeah.
Versus like I'm really going to look around at all this stuff.
The most useful thing a salesperson can do, to me personally, is when you're in the dressing room and you don't want to get out to get another size and they're right there to help you get a different size.
Yeah, that
is the most helpful thing.
Totally.
Because you don't want to throw your pants back on to have to go out into the store. What are you going to put your shoes back on? Like, you don't want to do any of that.
Right.
So that is a helpful moment when you're like, this is a little bit too snug. Can you get me the bigger size? And
yeah.
Sure.
Right.
That's helpful.
Yeah. Especially if they cannot be too like, what size are you? And
like, shouting it out.
Screaming across the thing.
Oh, you need an extra large?
Yeah. It's like, kill me. But you know what's funny? The woman I had seen, of course, on TikTok, these like this company, Citizens of Humanity, has pants, jeans mostly. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Nordstrom has a bunch of sections of different brands of jeans. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I wonder where their Citizens of Humanity section is. So I said to the woman exactly that. I was like, do you have a Citizens of Humanity section? she's like, we don't have that many pairs. Like they're more online. She goes, but we do have a few pairs. She's like, what's your size? And I'll just get you all the ones we have. To me, I was like, wait, I'm not even seeing the jeans in front of my face if I even like the like fit of them, the color. It was like really going in the dark. Like she's going to pull out every Citizens of Humanity pair in my size. And she did kind of realize how dumb that was because she came back and she was like, I don't even know if you like these. I was like, me neither.
Just pulled everything.
Yeah.
How much does just out of curiosity, does a pair of Citizen of Humanity jean go
These
for?
were probably $250 each.
Yeah. Talk about humanity.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely weren't
Talk
cheap.
about it. We're all citizens.
Yeah.
We're all citizens.
Who
of
can afford
humanity.
those types of jeans?
Totally. Yeah, I mean, jeans in
that's
Nordstrom's are pushing $300 for sure.
man.
I mean, if the right brand, it'll be $600.
Yeah.
Crazy. And yeah, shoes are crazy, bags are crazy.
Right, everything's expensive.
And then it's like, then you're really pushed to the fast fashion, which like people don't like, but you're like, who can afford anything else?
Yep.
Like, it's like, could I afford this thing? Sure, but it's like at what cost of like other things that are responsible for me to save and pay for?
Right. That's
Like,
why I just wear my Wise Mind Happy Hour t-shirt all the time.
I mean, I honestly feel like
It's gray.
I should commit to like not getting any new clothes for like 6 months.
Oh, tell me when that day starts.
I mean, I really should because it's like an exercise in like you don't need more stuff. Like,
do it. I say do it. Starts today.
I mean, it's like I would.
Well, you can't do it around the holidays. That'd be too
I mean, this is what the inner dialogue would be. It would be
I can't do it around the
every
holidays.
reason. Oh, I have a wedding. I have a birthday. I have this. And yeah. I mean, yeah. But it's like you can't really go shopping anymore.
Why not?
Well, because you just spent too much.
I mean, you can.
It's like, to me, going
you're
shopping, I
paying
used
for
to
it.
feel like I
Yeah.
could go on a shopping trip, get a few things, and not feel like I just like maxed out my credit card.
Right.
Like,
You're not looking at, well, okay, what else do I need to shave off the rest of the month?
like truly, where you're like, this is getting close to rent payments. Like,
Mhm.
what? It's a Saturday at the mall with my mom.
Mm-hmm. But this could be such fertile ground, right? For growth as
Yeah.
therapists, where it's like, now you really have the reason to not spend if this
Yeah.
is what it takes for you to curb that
Yeah.
and sit with the not spending. I'm not your therapist, but
Yeah.
I am a therapist.
Well, and the other thing is what I really think I need to do, and I don't want to do this, but I think I do need to do it, is like look at my credit card statement, or especially the months where I was like, yikes, and look at like where is the leak in the boat?
Oh,
you know,
go right. You can get the pie chart. The
yeah,
little pie chart that shows you where all. Oh yeah, that visual alone can be helpful
yeah. I need to do that.
because it'll show you whatever that piece is. That's purchases of.
Right. I fear
Mhm.
it's not going to be clothes. I fear it's going to be like beauty. It's going to be skincare. It's going to be hair care. It's going to be stuff
Wouldn't
that
you
I'm going
rather
to say,
know?
well, simply can't give any of this up.
Wouldn't you rather know though?
I mean, I would rather know. Ugh, it's endless.
Wouldn't
Because you
that-
couldn't give it up.
Wouldn't that be a huge reveal if this whole time you were
Well-
thinking it was clothes?
I know. I know there's like a part of me that's like, you don't really know if that's it. Now watch, I look at it and it's like definitely clothes, and it might be.
Might be.
I mean, Josh and I have done a great job with our joint credit card of like eating out less. Like we really have done a great job with that lately.
kudos.
Stellar.
But then it becomes more clear that
Yeah.
on my personal credit card, there's some work to do.
Personal.
Some leaks.
Yeah, some leaks.
Well, let me know when you start. I'll go on a purchase strike with you.
Oh, okay. I'd
Me
be
too.
down.
I'm always on a purchase strike.
Let's
I
do
want
it.
Josh to do the opposite. He'd like spend everything.
I'm not
that
even
I
gonna
I
make.
do,
concert
have
tickets
to
right
though.
now.
Before, give me a little bit of a heads up. This is not an excuse, but I do have to get a new pair of shoes at some point.
Okay.
Because I have holes in mine. But
Yeah. Yeah. If a clothing item has holes in it,
Yeah.
and it needs spirit, and it's a necessity.
which I've been suffering over getting a pair of shoes, but I definitely need to get it.
yeah.
So,
What kind of shoes?
just like everyday kind of like tennis shoes,
Yeah.
lifestyle, casual, something like that.
Walk around in.
Yeah. I bought 2 pairs of shoes. They were the same, but just different colors. And I got them and I opened them up and my oldest son's response was, ugh. So I think that response in and of itself was, okay, I guess we'll return both pairs. I won't even try on the other colored pair. And since then I've just been in my head about it and I haven't found a pair of shoes that I like.
Yeah.
So. But it's gotten to the point where the ones I'm wearing have one of them has a hole.
And do you want them to be ones you can wear to work or no?
Yeah, I kind of want it to be like all purpose. Like I can just wear it all the time, no matter where I go, which it's pretty low stakes at work. I could probably get away with wearing.
Yeah. Have you looked into New Balance? Like any other cool?
Well, those were the 2 pairs of shoes I got that he puked all over.
Maybe he
metaphorically
just doesn't get it.
I don't know. Nobody else in my house liked it either. So
okay.
They were all like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Okay." And then it came out that the shoes I currently have, people were pretty lukewarm on those. And I was like, "Why is nobody telling me this?" And they're like, "Well, you like them." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "But I need some honest feedback here." So I think that also got in my head, and I was like, "Man, I gotta get my shoe game." I used to have a good shoe game, and I've fallen way off here. So.
To be fair, John, your kids were really dragging my shoes.
Did they?
They did. Do you not remember?
What'd they say?
Yeah, they're into shoes.
They were like talking about shoe. Were we talking about this?
Well, yeah. Well,
this I think this was how it came up, and I was like, "What do you think of my shoes?"
It's a topic it's like ongoing. Yeah,
they're just like plain white shoes. He was like, "Pretty boring."
Yeah,
pretty boring.
Well, you know, Shane's gonna give you the
honest,
the
fearless.
But you
feedback.
forced me to get those shoes, Kelly.
Yeah,
so you disagree with Shane.
I think those shoes look great.
And so you and Shane are on like opposite ends of the shoes.
Totally.
Well, I mean,
listen, if I could dress both of you, I'd be putting you in a loafer. Many of the times you're reaching for a gym shoe.
Loafers.
But I can be realistic that like
penny loafer.
I also can be realistic that there's a lot of men. The men that I actually like, their personalities and their friendship and as my husband are not the men who are like looking for an expensive loafer to wear daily.
Any loafer. I don't want any
loafer. Sure.
I don't want a boat shoe.
You don't want a boat shoe.
No.
Okay. Because you associate it with like douche.
I
just
exactly.
I don't. Well, and I don't like the way it looks on me.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So I don't really like that, but.
I'd be saying a New Balance.
So yeah, I mean, the shoe discussion is an ongoing discussion in my house, and I just have not been able to get a pair of shoes.
What do they want you in? Like a cool Jordan that's colorful or something?
I mean, I would love that. I used to have a lot of high tops and stuff, and I still have. I have that pair when we did the gratitude episode. That pair that my friend got me, the Wu-Tang, the Nike one, the high top.
Yes.
My friend Quinn. So I would love to get another high top or a mid.
Yeah, like a
basketball shoe, sure.
Top.
Why not?
Yeah, you could try that.
There's so many choices of that, and yeah, I just need to pick a lane, just get a shoe.
I would say look around at other dads, like in the schoolyard kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I get my most inspiration. It's just like people out on the street.
Mm-hmm. A lot of New Balance. So
is it mostly? Yeah,
not mostly,
has got a
but
corner on the market.
Yeah,
for men.
But then my kids puke on it.
Yeah,
so, what?
I love those like old school New Balance that are like gray.
Yeah, you like the
dad shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that looks cool.
Well, we'll see.
But your kids want you to wear a cool kid's shoe, probably.
Just something cooler than what I'm doing, or maybe no matter what shoe I wear, it's not going to be cool because it's me.
Yeah, and then
because it's your dad.
Maybe there's a peace and a radical acceptance in that.
That it's like you just.
It's like if your dad wears a cool shoe, it's almost worse,
right?
In some ways,
I know.
Worse for who?
The kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
like
around.
we all knew the parents growing up that were like trying to be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
But I think John's kids really want that for him.
Yes.
Yeah, they're sweet.
They do want that. And please, I will apologize for Shane if your feelings were hurt on your shoe.
No,
game.
My takeaway was Shane is very funny.
He's very honest. At least you know where you stand with him.
Totally.
And
that's all you can ask for.
That's all you can ask for.
From a kid.
Straight shooter.
Okay, I mean, I like, as in the nerd I am today, I took notes.
Good, let's take notes.
I don't have a lot more to say because Josh was gone all week, so I just like watched a lot of TV.
We talked a lot already,
yeah, we did.
So
let's
get into it.
Let's get into it. Okay, so the article we read an article. So today's episode is going to be based on this article.
I didn't read it.
Josh didn't read it, so you're gonna have to hear us.
That's all right.
Summarize it a little bit.
Yeah, you told me not to read it.
Don't read it.
Well, I said it was like short enough, and I was like, we're gonna summarize it, so it's okay.
Yes.
Getting a little picture of how
it's
the
from
sausage
Vogue,
is made.
Right?
It's from Vogue, from I think British Vogue.
Ooh.
Yeah, this woman Chanté Joseph wrote an article with the title "Are Boyfriends Embarrassing Now?" Or
Yes.
is it embarrassing to have a boyfriend now?
We read it so carefully we don't even know the title of it.
Oh yeah, is having a boyfriend embarrassing?
Is having a boyfriend embarrassing?
So I figured, like, let's do like first blush reactions to the title. What was your reaction hearing it?
I laughed. I mean, I thought, sure, having a boyfriend could be embarrassing 100%. I didn't really know what to think other than I just thought it was a funny title.
Yeah, totally.
And I mean, it made me interested in wanting to read more about it. What did you think?
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, there are titles out there that are so freaking genius.
Yeah.
You just can't go past them without being like, well, I'm going to have to figure out what this is all about.
Right. What is this about?
Yeah. A great title. And in some ways, I'm like foreshadowing a little. I think the title is a bit stronger than the article.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little, well, we'll get into it, but hyperbolic or, like embarrassing. It's a little misleading maybe too, the way the article was written.
Right. And like the claims. But, it made me think a little bit about how like growing up and when I was young, like, when you're like in junior high and like people start having, or like as a girl, it's like, or a female identifying person, people start having boyfriends, or some girls start having boyfriends earlier than other girls. And like, at that time, it felt like impossibly cool to have an actual boyfriend. So like the idea of it now being embarrassing is like obviously interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the article is almost blending, like, is it embarrassing from a social media perspective and your personhood on social media? I think it focused more on that than it did on actually, is it embarrassing in just your life?
Right. That's really what all of her like
anecdotal
evidence, was based on like people's content.
So it was almost like, to me, there was a moment of like pause of thinking, well, should there be a little bit of a separation here? Of like, is it embarrassing from the lens of you wanting to project a certain image or something like that? Yeah. Or is it embarrassing to your feed? Or, I mean, and again, I'm talking from a perspective of somebody who's never been on social media. So there's also, I don't even really know about social media that much, but.
Yeah. And it really is like, it kind of in a funny way is like, the title's so like broad and kind of invites anyone in to consider this idea. But then it's like the group that we're talking about are like heterosexual women and their social media presence being the main focus. Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea. So did you pick up from the article that some of the embarrassment comes from the idea that that's maybe kind of what makes you more of a person or whole, or by having a boyfriend and like kind of flaunting it or putting pictures out there a lot, or well, there's an embarrassing quality to that, and it's like you don't need to do that. Just kind of be yourself.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is like maybe that being like some, perennial ideal in like a patriarchal society, right? Like by finding a man and having a boyfriend and then eventually a husband, like makes you whole, right? And then in the article, what she was finding from the people she talked to was that like people's experience of that person, mostly on social media, was that they actually became like a diluted version of themselves. And by mentioning their boyfriend or featuring their boyfriend in their social media, I suppose the non-social media version would be maybe like talking a lot about your boyfriend and like contextualizing a lot of experience through like my boyfriend and I, or my boyfriend said this.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so. I took it out of the social media because I'm not in it.
Yeah.
So I read the article and I was just trying to think of, can I take this out of the social media? It is embarrassing, I think. There is a certain embarrassment to somebody who talks a lot about their significant other, boyfriend or not. Yeah. And just not embarrassing, but it's like there isn't as much substance. It's always about like, well, this, and they said this and they said that, and isn't that funny? And I think, like that type of thing. And I think we've all probably been in a place having significant others where you do kind of lose yourself, right? Yeah. Totally. In a relationship, or you're in those months or moments or, the honeymoon phase, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Where you do. So I think there is a level of like, ooh, that's a little bit, whatever the word in the article, cringe or, where it's like, man, they don't talk about anything else except your significant other. So I guess from viewing it from that perspective, if people are doing that on social media and a lot of posts are about their significant other, or sure, that could probably be cringe or embarrassing. I don't know. Yeah,
totally.
But I do like the idea of, if you're thinking about like the heteronormative script that you have to have a significant other in order to be worthy, or, I like that idea.
Totally. Yeah, that was one of the things I really liked about the article, raising that
awareness of question. Like I don't have to post an engagement ring. I don't have to do, all of these types of things in order to.
I keep bumping the mic, sorry.
In order to like prove my value or worth, or, I like that idea.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I like that too. And I thought, basically, if we kind of like summarize it, this journalist like talked to a few sources. This is something interesting. Like where she got the sources was sort of like dubious. They made some kind of dubious claims, but she basically was noticing a lot of people she talked to that are like content creators were kind of de-emphasizing their boyfriends. So instead of being like, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, or putting them in videos, putting them in pictures, posting whatever, it was like they would like maybe like cheers a wine glass and there someone else would be cheersing, but the boyfriend wasn't in the thing. There would be like tiny references to being partnered. Yeah. But a de-emphasis, which is a new thing, like a shift she was presenting, that it's actually like there's more cachet to seeming single than to seeming like you're partnered. And, it's funny. I agree with you, like whether it's social media or not, like someone constantly mentioning their significant other. Sometimes, and this is a very therapist response, I'll be like, do they really have one? Or is this person fake? Like I'll almost be like, thou doth protest too much. Like, it's a little like, okay. Or they're just trying to like prove it because maybe.
Yeah, it's like an over compensation for something. Yeah, or they're so great in this and that. And it's like, what's really going on there? Like, what are the fights you really, we never fight. We never, like.
Right. Oh, it's almost like, you could take it further. Like it's so perfect. My life is perfect. I have this perfect partner.
It's so masking or.
Yeah. And she did mention that, I thought this was kind of funny, like how a lot of the people online saying, some women on a podcast were saying like it's kind of Republican to like have a boyfriend.
Yeah, that was kind of a funny comment.
That's incredible. And like, the comedian Jacqueline Novak talks about this in her show, Get On Your Knees, which is amazing. If you haven't seen it, it's so funny. But one of the lines she has in the show is like, I'm going to misquote it, but it's like, it's hard to deal with like being a feminist and the humiliation of dating men, like to be heterosexual and have to date men and be a feminist is like, there's a humiliation there that you both like feel this resistance to like maleness and the patriarchy and that the male gaze even, but then you're also heterosexual. That is your identity. Yeah. There's like a tension there that's like essentially humiliating. And I think that's so funny and so true. And Yeah, like I think some of the women, because she was like, a lot of the women saying it's embarrassing also are partnered to men. And just saying that they're kind of like keeping it on the DL on their social media, maybe even when they go out with their girlfriends or meet people, they're not like saying, they're not like waving it in the air that they have a partner. But also, as I'm saying all of this, like I have at times probably been like over mentioning you, Josh, because we spend every waking second together.
But that's like the thing where it's like, well, what is the embarrassment? Is the embarrassment from people, because it's a blend of this. I am curious about your actual like social circle of people you see in person versus is the embarrassment more of this online persona or social media persona that you want likes or you want, I don't know.
Yeah, I was getting the sense, and I'd be curious, like I think there could be multiple perspectives on this, but that the embarrassing thing is like holding it up like it's a trophy.
Like it's a trophy.
That a man wants you.
Yeah.
And I do think like in a way there's like a healthiness to being embarrassed by that, right? Like the alternative being like, I have a partner and like they are not me. This is like a love experience in my life. This is my family structure. But like when I'm presenting myself on social media, I'm emphasizing self. I'm whole. I'm individuated.
Yeah.
And I don't need to constantly mention my boyfriend to feel good enough, interesting enough to get likes, to get follows. I mean, they're arguing that people are losing followers due to this.
Well, and that's the part of it that makes me like, well, then that's inauthentic if you can never post about your boyfriend.
Exactly.
So if it's all fed by the likes and then people are swinging the pendulum to the other side and saying, well, then I can't post anything about my boyfriend, even though it's very meaningful, and or maybe there's a meaningful picture that we have that truly would be an authentic post. That I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel, but that shouldn't be embarrassing.
Right. Totally. Well,
or if sure, always keep it to yourself if you want, and you could post it if you wanted,
Yeah. When she said that part of like people like reporting losing followers because of it, there was to me like a bit of a reasoning leap as to why that was. Cause like, is it because the person becomes less interesting, or could it be that like a hashtag relatable influencer gets some great boyfriend and feels less relatable to you, a single girl in your apartment?
Right.
And they don't want you, they're feeling maybe some jealousy or some envy. I'm not saying always that's the case, but part of my issue with the article is I feel like some of the claims, it made claims like we were post patriarchy in a way that I wish we were, and I very much think we're not. Like she argued that like it's a status symbol for women to be single. That is just so not my lived experience. Any of my friends, any of my clients. I mean, I can't think of a client, a female identifying client that's single, that feels like that's status in itself. I wish it was. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
But I think it felt a little like people saying, like, we're body positive now. And it's like, that is not people's on the ground experience. And obviously Ozempic has like totally changed that. But I think there can be, I'm like spitting on the mic. I think there can be a cachet to being single, especially on social media, because a lot of heavy social media users are like under 30. So a lot of them are single and they want relatable content. They don't want to, well, sometimes they want like that wish fulfillment content, but I think a lot of them want to feel, especially on the newer platforms like TikTok, they want to feel like connected to a real person.
Yeah.
And I think maybe if you go from being single to having a boyfriend and you're constantly then talking about them, I mean, your content changes.
Yeah. And I actually thought this article was going to go, I mean, that's a great point about the status because I read that, but I don't think I really thought about it too deeply like you have. And when I mentioned the title of this article to Sarah, we talked more about, because I hadn't read the article yet, we talked more about, well, is it embarrassing because women have to caretake for men and carry so much of the emotional labor, and it's just more empowering to, in a certain way, to be single and not have to put your energy there and put it elsewhere in your life as a woman. And so
into yourself
and into other things. And so I didn't know if that's where the article was going to go, but I know that there are, and I've seen them on my newsfeed, articles about that.
Yeah. That's a big topic right now. Like the emotional labor
part of or feeling like you have to be the everything to a man. If we're thinking of heteronormative type of things, you have to be the everything for them, the best friend, but also the therapist and the emotional, hold all the emotional stuff. And because they might not be willing to be vulnerable and, again, more heteronormative type of things. Straight. So so that was also something that was just kind of on the periphery as I was reading this, of like, well, is there an embarrassment aspect to that too? Because you're kind of like caretaking for your significant other.
You're almost like dragging yourself down or something would be the argument there.
Right. It didn't necessarily go there, but that was just another thing that was kind of on the periphery.
It almost, I mean, that's the other thing with the article. It's like, probably could have pushed this a little further. Been longer.
Yeah, it was very short.
Yeah. And like, just like,
which I love a short article.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Like really raised a few more questions around this. Cause that is a topic. Like that guy who's all over the internet, Scott Galloway, talks about that, where he was like, his argument that why he thinks men should pay more on dates, even if they make less than the woman, was because like men get a lot more out of relationships, romantic relationships, than women. A lot of broad strokes there to me. I know like Josh and I have had this conversation after like listening to different podcasts on it. And maybe we even talked about it on the podcast, but I think the question of like who should pay more, it's like you have to decide what you want and look for the partner that's going to give you that. And like gendering it, like you fusing with these gender norms or even forcing them, I think should at least be considered and like explored, probably in therapy. You know, like how useful it is.
Well, and then there's all those articles about these young men, they're so lonely. The loneliness epidemic. It's like, well, these men, whoever these men are, can also be fully formed adults who know how to handle their emotions and develop relationships with other men to support them. They don't have to look for a woman to support them. Again, that's also broad strokes, but this idea of there's a loneliness epidemic because these people aren't partnered with women. It's like that's also a weird,
right? Like, I know, and I know that there's like, I'm sure this is in the manosphere, but there are arguments too that the loneliness epidemic is obviously, or like, of course, this is where it's going in our society, but that it's women's fault that there's like a male loneliness.
Right, which is laughable.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy. That's laughable.
Yeah, and like
to me, it's laughable. I don't know.
Like women aren't just deciding to be with these men.
It just,
or like women are becoming more independent, and it's like affecting men. Heaven forbid.
And that's why adjusting. I thought that word. That's why maybe hyperbole is a little bit much, but that word just embarrassing. My mind kind of went to, and that's what Sarah and I were talking about. Yeah, maybe that is really embarrassing if you feel like you're dating a child,
right?
That you have to care for all the time,
right?
That would be embarrassing, probably.
Totally.
Whether you're a man or a woman, totally. At times, like that would feel embarrassing,
or like embarrassing to brag about that,
right?
To like. Yeah, to be caretaking and doing like dimming your own light and then like bragging about it. It's sort of like bragging about your own cage a little. But she didn't really get so far into that, unfortunately.
But then what was so interesting about the algorithms and all of that, I read that article, and then 2 days later, I was flipping through, and there was something that came up about a woman, an influencer who was posting about all the great things that her boyfriend does for her. And it was like, every morning I wake up and there's a note by my coffee that he made for me. And it was just so interesting that was like, why would that ever come up on my feed, right?
Yeah, they're like, you're interested in this.
But it was just so interesting, this also like idea of like there's influencers out there that are like really, really like bragging about how great their partner is.
Trad wife.
And it's like,
core.
Well, yeah. The trad wife, that came up. That's what Sarah was asking. Yeah. So that was like also kind of jarring, seeing this person's posts every day about this is what's waiting, and they know my favorite meal, and they know I don't like surprises. So they will put a note for me that says, I want to surprise you. Just make sure you're okay with it and make sure you wear this dress because I'm going to take you out to dinner because you're so, like that type
It's like, who is this guy? Yeah. You know what, though? It's like, that's the thing with like the social media presence. It's like they drive things into these extremes. Mm-hmm. There is so much content on the internet of like, I mean, I think frankly, like too rigid and extreme of dating advice where it's like, if a guy's not doing that, you're moving on. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's crazy. Like,
yeah. And this is where it kind of comes into the people we work with.
Yes. Okay. So we were going to talk about how this could be relevant.
I want you to complete your thought, but like, that's where it's like people think this is reality.
Right. Or it's like when certain like ways of being taken care of, and I have totally fallen prey to this, Josh and I have talked about this, where it's like assigning so much meaning to certain like gestures not being there. Like if we say like, is having a boyfriend embarrassing, like that's one extreme. Mm-hmm. You can't, and I have clients come in all the time where it's like, I know like I have to like first love myself, accept myself before, almost like it's like a linear timeline. Mm-hmm. Like I have to do this first, love myself, accept myself, then. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's all happening at once. It's all a practice. And like, if you are struggling in your journey of self-acceptance and also wanting partnership, like if you get the partnership before you feel settled in your relationship with yourself, congratulations, you're on planet Earth, because nobody ever gets to a totally settled place with self. Yeah. But also like a relationship of any kind raises so many interesting questions. And of course, if it's like an abusive relationship, of course, move on. Mm-hmm. But in partnership, if your partner isn't like leaving you notes, warning you about surprises and like trigger warning and like keeping you in your comfort zone every single second, it doesn't mean they're a bad partner.
Right.
Or even if they lash out at you once, it doesn't mean they're a bad partner.
Right.
There's like not a lot of room for the middle. Like with this, it's like boyfriend embarrassing, single is it. Which like it's saying that, and I'm like, I don't know any person who actually feels that. And there's a difference, like you're saying, between de-emphasizing your boyfriend on your content and not wanting one, right. Or not wanting a partner.
Right.
And this is very hetero. This is like whole article is very gendered in this way. But yeah, like I'm curious what you think. I have more thoughts on the client's piece.
On which part?
Well, like
I have thoughts on all.
Yeah, like what that she raises in this is worth like thinking about with clients.
Well, I think you know where I'm going to go with this, which is if it's meaningful to you, where is the embarrassment coming from?
Right. Yes.
Like how is that embarrassment speaking to you, or how is that impacting you navigating, whether it be your social media presence or your presence with your friends, and does that really mean, are you really then being authentic in those places?
Right.
And that's not to say there isn't socially appropriate masking, and there's nothing wrong with cultivating a presence online that's different than your presence with your friends or your family. I get that.
Yeah.
I would just be curious is this something like, I guess I want to know what's coming up as, okay, tell me more about either if you are feeling embarrassed about having a boyfriend, like let's think about that. Right. Like,
right.
And what is it that the embarrassment either drives you to or not? And if it drives you to cultivate your social media presence, that might be a very effective thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're trying to promote a podcast.
Exactly. Like, what are you trying to do with it? That could make total sense given the context. But I would just be worried that much like dating somebody or having a boyfriend could move you away from your values, not having one could move you away from your values.
Totally.
So
avoiding it.
Again, that really extreme where it's like, well, this is where the pendulum's swinging.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be single now because this seems like, so I think
because it's cringe.
And they're called influencers for a reason. Right. They influence. So is that true to who you are?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of went off.
Well, and also like it kind of brings up the larger point of like often like being your authentic self, living from that place, from the wise mind, is being cringe. Is like cringe city, to like.
But then being unapologetic for it.
Exactly. Like learning like, oh, my task isn't to be less cringe. My task is to like radically own what is actually meaningful to me. And then, by the way, you're going to be less cringe. But it's like, yeah, that is having a boyfriend embarrassing. Now, if it is, who cares?
Who cares?
If you are in a happy relationship or even you want one.
Yeah.
Like if that's a true desire of yours, go for it. And yeah, if you're like posting your boyfriend performatively or constantly, like it could be worth reflecting on that. Am I doing this because putting myself out there without him in the mix is embarrassing or too vulnerable or whatever? That's worth like processing a bit.
Yes. The other thing that the article brings up, and again, I already mentioned this, but I do like the idea of timelines, maybe challenging more of the heteronormative programming we receive about partnership, marriage, just all of that. And if people are willing to explore that, it doesn't mean they're not into any of it.
Yeah.
I think it's fertile ground to raise questions about maybe, we get influenced that having partners or the way that partnership needs to look is a certain way. And then we strive so hard for it without even questioning whether it's something we want.
Right.
And so that I think can be really worthwhile to think about. But that could be with anything in life is what have we been told is the path or
the scripts.
The scripts that we need to follow, whether that's familial, cultural, racial, whatever it is. And can we just pause and take a step back and say, well, is that as I'm forming as a human into my adulthood or continuing my adulthood journey, is that still meaningful to me?
Or was it even ever meaningful?
Was it ever meaningful?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is always a good question. And maybe the ultimate answer is to, if you want a partner, just find a same-sex partner.
Probably. Definitely.
You avoid all of this BS.
Yeah. So we didn't do pop culture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Today. But it's interesting, too, because a very famous basketball, Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not married. And he's no, this isn't a huge reveal or anything like that.
Shit.
No. But I think somebody recently kind of asked him about like, do you have a partner or anything like that? And I think he just doesn't want to put in the effort to having like a partner. Like it's just kind of like a lot of, and he's right. It is like effortful.
Totally.
I don't want to deal with that. Like,
it's a
that
lot.
type of stuff, So just from a pop culture, it was interesting to hear like somebody who's so in, the public eye and
saying that
and famous and just kind of like, it's not.
Don't want to put in the effort.
Because there is something also to be said probably of scripts of being a famous person and having a spouse and doing the red carpet and who are you going with and what do they look like and what are they dressed as and who's your date and all that stuff. There's probably a script to follow there somehow, or a few of them.
Totally.
And to just be like, no.
Yeah. Don't want to.
Yeah.
Too much work. Well, similar stuff comes up with like having kids.
Right.
You know. And, I almost did relate to some of this stuff, not with people talking about partners in their content, but I have followed some influencers that became parents and their content really changed. And I disengaged from it. Not because I don't like kid content, just at that moment, it wasn't so relevant to me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it doesn't speak to you.
I even thought to myself, like, I may return to this.
Sure.
When that happens, but it was like a lot of stuff of like millennials and dealing with all these different like experiences, like the millennial experience. And even like there was a lot of pop culture in this influencer. Her name's Haley Nom, and her stuff. And she had a baby, and almost every podcast was about motherhood. And I was sort of like, man, I was getting helpful like guidance on some things, or at least like thought-provoking questions, and that kind of went away. So sometimes the content does change, and like that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to disengage. It's okay for people to disengage from me as a person who posts social media content or has a podcast. Like I think there's a level of trust that like what you bring to the table, if it's authentic, will find its audience, and maybe find a new audience at some point if you change.
Right. And that's not... The thing is, I couldn't suss that out from the article. Are we just talking about people? Is it embarrassing because of your social media presence?
Right.
Or in your actual life, when that camera or you're not on whatever, you're off your social media, you're off your phone. Is it embarrassing then? That's what I couldn't I don't think there was enough meat in the article to really get a sense for that. Did you get a sense for that? I don't know.
No.
I feel like it was just blending all.
Yeah.
It was just very.
Yeah, it definitely
like,
could have been a
vague.
bit like both like tighter and more thorough. This article, God bless. I mean, the article did really well, so I don't feel too bad.
I liked
for
it.
this
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was
Title
interesting.
is hilarious. I loved it.
Totally. I'm curious, Josh, your thoughts after us summarizing it a little bit.
Toasty. So how do we all feel about husbands?
How does this relate to me?
I know, that's a great question.
As a husband.
She did at one point talk about fiancés. She never mentioned the word husband.
Yeah.
Maybe when you reach husband, because the like cliches of marriage are like the old ball and chain. Like maybe it's a
dad.
little,
I guess it's a dad one, but dad bod.
Yeah, like maybe it becomes less embarrassing because it's like you're not like obsessed with each other all over your social media. Probably 10 years into marriage, most people.
I mean, you are my social media. A lot of the time,
You're
I'm
the
not
light
even,
of my
a lot of the
life.
time,
You're
I'm not
my
even the
social
post.
media.
I'm not even in the post. What did you say?
You're the light of my life. You are my social
You
media.
are my social media. You are my future.
Sunshine.
Well, maybe
my only sunshine.
Well, I'm cutting you off right now, but let's take a step back from that. Is there a reason why husband wouldn't be in the article?
Well,
that would be a glaring.
That's interesting too.
That's an interesting thing to think about. That's just a glaring omission.
Yeah.
That it only has to do with boyfriend. So what is the subtext there, that it's not embarrassing to be single and it's not embarrassing to be married, but it's that middle ground? Because married, you did it. You landed somebody.
Yeah. Well, maybe
somebody likes you enough to fucking marry you.
To marry you, to bind their life to yours, financially, spiritually. Yeah. Well, it's like what that could be is like the most embarrassing phase is that like limerence, like honeymoon phase.
Okay.
Which like I don't see, again, I think this could have been a richer article if like any of that was included. That when you're lovey-dovey, kind of obsessed with each other to the strongest degree is like, oof, don't be putting that on your social media or telling everyone in town. Just like keep that shit to yourself. Which honestly, there's an interesting like argument there as someone who like, I mean, I'm still extremely obsessed with you, Josh. You were gone for a week and I was like this is horrible.
Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the pod.
Yeah, like I really love you so much. Like I'm sure there are people in my life that are like, oh my God, shut up about Josh already.
Well, that's why I'm always trying to dredge up our conflict on the pod, because I feel like that's really attractive to people.
Relatable. Well, but I think I remember meeting you. I was like, I'm 33. I've been dating for 1,000 years. If someone thinks me being obsessed with you, meeting you, loving you, and being obsessed with you is cringe, go for it. I don't fucking care. Like I was like, I'm so happy. I'm going to let myself enjoy this. I'm going to let myself just totally give over to this. And I think I did probably at times like not keep up with my friends enough. And then kind of knew on some level I'd correct that. Not that that's the way to go, but or at least try to and be more engaged. And I'm still like doing that and reconnecting. And a lot of my friends are not in the Chicago area anymore. So it's like it made it even easier to kind of get really absorbed into our relationship. And I also wanted to. So I think like, but also like I've done a ton of therapy work. So it's like I did a ton of work on my self-worth. 5-6 years of it before meeting you. Other years before that with a different therapist, like, like feeling like I feel a sense of wholeness and have a rhythm with getting back to that part of me, to the wise mind. I didn't feel too vulnerable to being completely defined by my partner. I also think I am an alpha, so it's like I'm probably less likely to be that person anyway.
But did you ever feel embarrassed to say, my boyfriend?
No. But also, like, I'm annoying and I'm a therapist, and I feel like I often say partner, which maybe makes it less. So I'm sure some people think that's more embarrassing and some people think it's less. Like, it sounds so, like, mature. I'm trying to think, like, where would I say my boyfriend? I feel like I said partner so much.
I said girlfriend and I was cringing at myself. And then I said partner and I felt like I was being overly serious.
Yeah.
Then when I said fiance, that felt pretentious, and wife just really sounds great in the mouth. So.
There it
I like
is.
what
That's simple.
See, that was a long way around.
Nomenclature.
Yeah.
That was a long way around to say husbands.
Yeah.
And wives are not embarrassing.
Yeah. Did girlfriend sound like
high school?
Yeah, it does sound like high school.
High school. Yeah.
My girlfriend. I put a note in her locket. Yeah. And she opened, and it said that she doesn't like surprises. So I'm gonna
lock it.
Go ahead and warn you about the surprise. But you might want to put on a smock
and put on a dress, because the surprise is I am that great. I'm amazing.
I am that
dress.
I am that amazing.
Yeah.
No, girlfriend is, boyfriend is. Those terms are a little bit, I guess, cringy in a way that it does feel a little childlike.
Yeah.
Not child, but adolescent.
Teenage. Yeah, totally. Well, imagine these people that are like dating in their 70s and like, it's like, what do you say, your boyfriend?
Right.
Crazy.
You could say man friend.
Yeah, they do say things like that, like my friend, my man friend.
Oh, yeah.
But partner just like helps.
It's like, what do you law practice partner? Like,
well, then people get confused with business partner. They do.
Your partner.
Tennis partner.
Yeah, it is confusing.
And I've heard people say, now, this is very judgmental and thinking that you don't have all the information, but think people use that when they're gay.
Yeah. Oh, I think probably all my clients like think I'm married to a woman.
And so, there's also a kind of stereotype there that people who are gay use partner as opposed to anybody can use
boyfriend
partner.
Or girlfriend.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Husbands, though, not embarrassing at all.
No, wonderful.
You and I can both speak from experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not embarrassed.
We're great husbands.
Yeah. I keep leaving messages that are like, I was just going to say the same thing again.
That's what husbands do. Same old stuff.
Yeah,
Same
dad jokes.
Yeah.
You repeat the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when they don't laugh, repeat it louder.
Mm-hmm.
Because they obviously didn't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. It is raising interesting questions. It's created an interesting discussion for us. So for that reason, I'm interested in this article and I love it. And I'm glad she wrote it.
But I think the takeaway in terms of the therapy aspect is values, what's meaningful, what's authentic, exploring that. And also, how much are people consuming these outside sources as a way to use almost as their guides?
Yeah.
These influencers.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's like, do you need to just de-emphasize social media?
And it could be about anything, not just partnered relationships. I've had clients talk about getting so ramped up, you know, and even almost talking about it as if like every 3 weeks it's a new thing that they've come up with to better themselves, where it's like they do 3 weeks, they saw all of these things, this is going to get my life in order. So I'm just going to do all of these things.
Right.
And then that kind of loses, it's like not a red shiny ball anymore. So they find something else on social media and they're like, well, this is going to be the thing that I do now. And for whether wellness or self-care or
it's like morning pages. It's like
instead of just like taking a breath and thinking about, no, what would actually work for me.
Right.
And you can use social media certainly to help in a lot of ways and get ideas. And there's so many ways it could be beneficial. Also, it could just be like lemmings, just following things that aren't even
totally. Yeah, or just
useful.
Like, it's like a routine almost for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe the routine for some people is like, get rid of that boyfriend.
Get rid of the boyfriend.
Get him out of here. Either make him a husband.
So embarrassing.
Or get him out of here.
So embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. One woman in the article said she dated someone for 12 years and had put him on her social media. And now that they broke up, she would never put another partner on. I'm like, oh, to me, that's just a person who's like traumatized by that breakup. And they just need to process that. It's like their social media is irrelevant to that whole mess. That's heartbreak.
Yeah.
It's ancillary. Like, and I think if they went to therapy with a good therapist, they would sense that and know like your social media has nothing to do with what's right for you in this moment. It's moving through this pain. And I'm going to need you to post about me as your therapist.
Yeah. When you sent me the article, like I was laughing and then I sent you all that text. I forget what my text exactly said, but it was like boyfriend bad.
Yeah.
Just single good.
Bad. Yeah.
Like, have you ever, there was an old Saturday Night Live skit or an ongoing kind of skit where Phil Hartman, R.I.P., loved Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
He would play Frankenstein.
Oh, I never saw this.
And he would just always be like, fire bad. Like, and then he would say other things good.
Yeah.
And he would just be like, fire bad. So I was like, boyfriend bad. Single good.
Yeah. Well, that's how the internet is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that extreme.
Right.
It's like boyfriend, embarrassing. And then the next day it's like boyfriend, great.
Single life status.
Yeah, it's also like the internet's like circling the same stuff. Boyfriend bad. And then you also better have like a 12-carat rock on your finger by next week.
Right.
It's like, it's so.
And your partner should also make notes for you up on their notes about their.
But you should be like woke
the coffee
and not
they're
care.
Gonna make for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's another thing. This is just like me being like, it is so annoying to see the like performed, like perfect relationships.
The performance.
It's just like, shut up already.
I'm going to find that article and send it to both of you because, yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Well, should we move into our How Wise Is It?
Yeah, why not?
How wise is it?
So one that we had come up with, and I actually did, of course, I didn't even check this on my TikTok, but I did post a question on TikTok. And I was like, this will be a precursor to our How Wise Is It. And I haven't checked any of the responses, but how wise is it to kind of like fervently clean before company comes?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Didn't I text that to you all?
Yeah.
Before you all came over?
Oh, yeah. How wise is it to clean before?
Or something like that.
That's where
before
Josh
having
got
company.
it. Josh, is that where you got it from?
Yeah. John had said it.
Oh,
because we were coming over and he was
right.
explaining how he wasn't going to clean.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you kidding? I clean all the time. No.
It was clean.
It's like this old thing and you're like scrubbing the floorboards.
No.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. How wise is it to fervently?
Yeah, I was going to say obsessively, but it's like if we use the word obsessively, like it's obviously not wise.
You actually were going to say how wise is it to get your house squeaky clean before having quote unquote company?
Yeah,
squeaky.
like thoroughly cleaning your place before anyone sets foot. I mean, I'm in recovery with this.
Okay.
Because I used to clean so much. Like when we first started dating, I would clean a lot before you came.
Oh, wow.
I remember you saying to me, because I would be like, oh, I may not be that clean. And you'd be like, it's always clean. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was always clean.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't clean for you all to come over.
We don't clean for you ever.
See, this is the thing. It's like, for some reason, this is what pops in my mind. It's like when you look at your own face so much.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, there's this thing on my face and this thing on my face. And then you ask somebody and they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yes.
It's where you live. You look at it so much and you're there so much that you find every little thing to be like, I got to clean that and this is out of order. And then when somebody comes in that doesn't live there, or they don't spend a lot of time there, they don't care.
No. And I think when I go to a house like that's hosting me and it's like so clean.
Yeah. It's like sterile.
It like, it just makes me feel really bad about myself.
Yeah.
Which is a me thing, and it's worth me processing that. But it's not like I come into someone's house and it's really clean and I'm like, I approve. It's a little more like a lot goes on there and some of it's not good.
Oh, that's great. Well, I always find it very jarring when you go to someone's house, and you'll experience this probably at some point. When you go to somebody's house who has children and it is immaculate, there's something off with that. And there's like no toys.
Yeah.
And there's no nothing.
Yeah.
That to me is there's something very off about that.
What is that?
I don't know, but it feels, well, there's two things.
Is that falling? Do you need help?
I just punched it.
There's two things that come to mind. One is, and I'm just being fully honest, one is that there is a sense of jealousy that, oh, these people can afford somebody to come into their house and clean it, and I wish I could afford that on a regular.
Yeah.
So
I want to shoot them point blank.
Right, exactly. So there is a part of me that I think there's a deep down, like maybe like jealousy. I wish my place was this clean.
Yeah.
But when I peel that back, it just feels like this doesn't even feel real. It feels like so staged. And it's like you have kids.
It's not lived in.
No, not at all. And it doesn't make me feel comfortable.
Right.
I like a place, especially a home that has kids, that has like some stuff around.
Yeah, totally. I do too. I really do like that. I think like I even heard someone talking about this with like the Architectural Digest like tours, like how they're so phony, like celebrity home tours. And like there was some blog, this was like pre-social media, it was like a blog where a guy would go into like semi-famous people's homes, and he really liked homes that felt really lived in. And he had this like whole series, I forget the guy's name, but like a home that really reflects the life inside of it.
I like that. Yeah.
I love that too. And it's like, it doesn't have to have like cereal spilled all over the floor, but it's like, you know, like,
but it's real.
Some laundry on the table, some books, some toys, some Nordstrom bags just kind of strewn over there for months at a time.
They didn't even notice those.
It's like, right. So it's like, yeah, like life can be shown.
Right.
Doesn't have to be like, it's like we never lived here.
Yeah.
But, you know, I grew up like my mom, when we would have company, I mean, it was a little like, people can't really know we live here. It's got
you gotta clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
we have company. That's a whole thing.
Right. And there's a funny like YouTube, if you guys have ever seen it, where there's a guy like screaming and raging and like pretending to be one of these moms, and he's like, we gotta throw out the furniture.
Oh, yeah, I think you sent that to me once.
Yeah. Like, nobody can know we live here.
Isn't there something about like the towels in the bathroom, the decorative towels versus the ones, I use the decorative towel.
Yeah,
and
I use the decorative
and you're
towel.
not supposed to. It's like, but this is a towel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not one to dry your hands with.
Right. Like, don't even look at the decorative towel. Yeah. It's just decorative. Right. But then it's like taking up all the space that a usable towel would take up.
I think it's wise to take pride in your home.
Totally.
And if that manifests itself in cleaning it, I don't think there's anything inherently unwise about that.
Right.
I think for me, it's wise to do it to a certain extent and then just let it go.
Yeah.
And I think that bar has even gotten lower as I have children.
Totally.
It's so hard to maintain it.
Yeah.
And keep it up that it's like
to what end am I cleaning
Yeah,
this?
you got to keep your like choose your battles. It's like I'll do some sweeping, I'll do some vacuuming.
Yeah.
Declutter a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also like there's just so much shit when you have kids, like
so much stuff.
Keeping it clean. You'd have to get rid of a lot of it, and you can't get rid of their stuff.
You'd have to, yeah. That's the other thing about the like sterileness when there's just not a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a big like hoarder or anything, but when it doesn't look lived in, it looks odd to me.
Yeah, totally. Like staged.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really
fervently though. I like that word.
Yeah. Yeah, like really, because to me, it's like I used to like really clean before company came over.
Like you
and it felt very
hands and knees,
self-worth.
toothbrush.
No like, toothbrush, but hands and knees.
On the floorboards and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like, and my mom grew up like that. Like her mom said, would have them clean like all day, every Saturday, all the kids, she and her 4 siblings. You know, and there is obviously different generations of women like that maybe really believed like I keep this place so tidy, and my husband in a heterosexual relationship back in the day, you know, earns the money, and that's just like the right thing to do.
This is my domain.
This is my domain. Yeah, and like, so yeah, like, and I remember sometimes the cleaning felt like very like low self-worth. You know, very like if my place isn't clean, I'll look like immature or I'll look messy. Like as a person, I'll be.
Yeah, you attribute it to like your personhood.
Yeah. Or like how cool I am, how like chic I am, and it's like right when it got to that, I was like, I really need to practice like letting some of this be. You know, as it is.
Is there anything that, well, let's hear, Josh, what's your perspective?
Just make it cozy.
Just make it cozy.
Like if there's a bunch of scum on the couch, it's like maybe suck that up. But like,
yeah, you can go to the other extreme for sure.
But if I've got a few books on the table, it's like, hey, maybe people want to read those books.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
What is one thing that you're like, no, that I will maybe always have to take care of that before a company comes over?
Well, when you come over, you're the laundry. I'm like, I gotta put my laundry in the office.
When I come over, it's the laundry.
Well, because it's like laundry that you shouldn't be subjected to.
Oh, okay, got it. Fair enough.
Or sundries.
It's laundry that as colleagues I could get in trouble.
Fair enough.
It'd be sued for.
Any other laundry though would be okay, or still laundry.
Yeah, like
is
folded
like a thing.
laundry that's not like delicates would be fine. Yeah, I think. Laundry, yeah. Anything else? Do you feel comfortable saying on a podcast?
I like a wipe down table. I think when companies coming over and they're gonna sit, like when you all were, like we're gonna sit.
They're gonna sit at the table.
We're gonna sit at the table. We're gonna have coffee, something to eat. I gotta wipe down the table.
Totally. That's
and
fair.
Clothing on the floor, dirty with kids. They'll throw their clothing. They'll just change wherever.
Right.
And then it's like I can't have that. Like you have to put that in the in the basket.
Totally. Yeah, I definitely think clothes on the floor gotta go.
Get it out.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
Take out the trash. If the trash is overflowing, take out the trash.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
People might want to like throw something.
Or if it
out.
smells, the trash goes like.
Even if it's smells. Even if there's just one little thing in it.
You gotta take care of the smells.
Yeah.
Take care of the smells. The toilet, you gotta take care of the toilet.
Take care of the toilet.
I don't know what's going on with your toilet, but you gotta take care of it.
Yeah. Oh God, we did a bathroom clean and I just like freaked out. I was like, I can't clean a bathroom. I think it's so I think people dissociate as they do it, and I'm like, can't do it.
Bathrooms are the worst though.
I'm like,
I hate cleaning the bathroom.
I'm really screaming at Josh. It's like, you're being ridiculous.
Well, it's funny because sometimes I think it's gross, but the second you think it's so gross, I'm like totally desensitized.
You're like, you're being dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can get grossed out.
Yeah.
But once you were complaining, I was like licking it.
Josh!
Sorry. Am I going to have to cut that?
Don't say that.
Do you want me to cut it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it.
What do you think?
First take, best take.
2 against 1. Men against women.
Keep it. Oh,
Husbands
God.
unite.
Yes.
I'm just
Not
trying to-
embarrassing.
There are
The
times you've asked me to
husbands
cut things
versus the
and I've kept it because it's funny. Is this one of those times?
Yeah, maybe.
We can sit on it.
Are we going to alienate all our female
No,
listeners?
I think it's harmless, essentially. It's just like making my ears bleed.
Canceled. Your
I think
dirty husband. He sounds more like a boyfriend.
Do you guys have the thing of like, if you see gross stuff on TV and you're eating, like if you're eating in front of the TV and something gross happens on the TV, do you lose your appetite?
Not like you.
Or like if people talk about something gross, do you lose your appetite?
No, that's never really happened to me before.
That happens to me instantly.
No.
Well, last night I was eating and there was like a maggots scene.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a little grossed out, but that's like probably pretty extreme. And I kept eating. I was eating a Subway.
Yeah, like
It was turkey.
Am I like really enjoying hearing something gross or looking for it? No, but it doesn't. I'm still hungry.
Yeah, okay.
I still got to eat.
Kelly's still covering her ears from when I said maggots.
I mean,
And
you
to-
also,
and
Josh
toilet.
and I were at a restaurant and you started down some path of talking about something gross. I literally almost like barked in the restaurant.
Oh, was it like a movie?
I was like,
was it a show or a movie we had just watched?
I was like, you cannot, with a fork in my hand, bring something like that.
I was
to
really
my
careful,
mind.
actually mindful of after we saw Begonia to not bring up the movie during the whole dinner because that movie's pretty
Begonia.
gross.
Yeah.
Begonias.
Begonia.
Yeah. Anyway, we've definitely wandered
We've
from
wandered. What are we
from the
doing? So how
topic.
wise is it? Well, maybe clean.
Yeah, it's like to overly clean. Well, visit your wise mind, like slow down, connect to that inner part.
Yeah.
Is it wise-minded? Like, is my emotion mind driving this?
Mm-hmm.
Or what really feels authentic, even if it's scary,
Yeah.
to let it be a little imperfect. Or on the other hand, some people maybe need to tidy up a little more.
True.
That's more wise-minded than what they're doing.
I'd skew towards no.
Just no.
Not wise-minded.
If I had to skew.
You'd say leave it as is.
I think leave it how you feel comfortable in it in your natural state. Like if it's messy to the point that it's like screwing with my own inner world, clean. Like I clean all the time and we're not having company.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's that next level of, it needs to look extra good. I'm a little bit whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
If it's reasonably clean, if it's not distractingly clean.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a bag of trash on the couch.
You mean distractingly dirty?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It'd be great if the next time I come over, there's
A bag of trash. Just someone just picked it up and
Just
put it
on the
on
couch.
the couch.
Yeah.
Nice smelly one.
Like it's
too.
watching.
It's a
TV.
sealed bag. Yeah, you got a teddy bear in the corner? Like, great. You got a teddy bear on the floor? Someone's going to trip on that.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. You got a boyfriend in the corner? You got a husband.
Wake up with those boyfriends.
Okay, well, that is our episode.
Wow. We've covered a lot of ground as
We've
usual.
covered a ton of ground, and we're curious your thoughts on all this, or
Yeah.
your thoughts on future topics.
Let us
questions
know how you feel
have.
about boyfriends.
Yeah, definitely. Right in. And if you want to reach me, you can find me at kkpsychotherapy.com. And how about you, John?
You can email me at butts.jonathan@gmail.com. Josh.
You can find me at joshbayerfilms.com. Bayer like the aspirin. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a very good filmmaker. But I really like to edit mainly. Sure, I like to film too, but definitely if you're looking for an editor, I edit this podcast. It's pretty good. I'm not modest about it. And beyond that, I'm going to plug my friend Matt Goodman's bars.
Good
He's selling
energy
some bars.
Yeah.
What do you call them? Like health bars or food bars?
Yeah, like I guess you'd call them energy bars.
Energy bars?
Energy bars?
Feel like I'm like kind
That
of.
feels very 90s, but like bars.
Yeah.
Protein.
Good bars.
Protein bar, thank you.
Protein bar?
Protein
It's
bar.
late.
They're
It's
currently
late.
sold in one store in Birmingham, Michigan. You may be able to. I need to know more about this, but it's called Good Energy. GOOD. Good. INNERGY. Energy. We gotta have Matt on the pod.
And they have
but,
no preservatives, right?
What?
No preservatives.
No preservatives.
Nice.
Yeah, it tastes really good.
Are they gluten free?
Gluten free.
I bet.
Dairy free.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
so
could have them.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
follow him on Instagram. Oh yeah, did we talk about that?
Well,
We didn't.
we'll save that for next time. We'll let you bring that up if you want to.
Bring it up.
Okay. Remind me to ask you if you want to talk about it.
Will do.
Okay, cool. Okay. So thanks everyone for
Thanks,
joining
everybody.
us.
Thanks,
Yes.
Blanket Forts.
Thank
our
you to
music.
Blanket Forts. Shout out.
Shout out.
Bye.
Bye.
The Wise Mind Happy Hour podcast is for entertainment purposes only, not to be treated as medical advice. If you are struggling with your mental health, please seek medical attention or counseling.